Jahannam, the first level. Jahannam is often used as a general term for hell, but it's also the first and least severe level. It's a place of fire and suffering, but it serves a purpose: punishment and purification. Many sinners who land here aren't doomed forever. Those who believed in Allah but strayed too far, committed great sins, or were careless about their faith may suffer for a time before being forgiven and eventually allowed into paradise. But don't be mistaken. Even the lightest level of hell is unimaginably painful. The Quran describes its fire as unlike any fire on earth. It burns skin, bones, and even the soul itself. And for some, it is only the beginning. Laza, the second level. If Jahannam is terrifying, Laza is much worse. This level's name comes from the Arabic word for blazing flame, and it is exactly that: a raging inferno unlike anything imaginable. The Quran describes Laza as a fire that peels away skin, burning not just the body, but the very soul itself. The moment a person's skin is burned off, it regenerates, only to burn again, over and over, in an endless loop of agony. But what's even more terrifying? The fire of Laza is not like normal fire. It is alive. It doesn't just sit still, it hunts. In Islamic tradition, it is said that Laza calls out for its inhabitants. It knows who belongs there, and it pulls them in with an inescapable force. So who is sent here? Laza is reserved for those who rejected Allah outright, not out of ignorance, but out of arrogance. People who had the opportunity to believe, who saw the truth but turned away. Those who were too proud to acknowledge their Creator. The fire of Laza doesn't just burn the body, it burns pride, arrogance, and ego. It strips away every illusion of control and power that these people once had, leaving them helpless, powerless, and completely at the mercy of the flames. Sakar, the third level. The level where hope fades and suffering begins to feel eternal. It is mentioned in the Quran as a place of extreme torment, where the flames consume everything, except the soul itself. When asked why they are there, the inhabitants of Sakar reply, "We did not pray, we did not feed the poor, we indulged in sin, and we rejected the truth." The suffering in Sakar is unique. The Quran says its fire is so powerful that it does not leave behind anything but ashes and bone. And yet the people inside remain trapped, never fully alive, never fully dead. And there's no relief, no cool breeze, no water, not even a moment of escape. The only sound is the crackling of flames and the cries of regret from those who once thought they would never be held accountable. Al-Hutama, the fourth level. Al-Hutama is different. The fire here doesn't just burn, it destroys, crushing everything in its path. The name itself means the crusher, and for good reason. Unlike the previous levels, the punishment here isn't just about burning, it's about being shattered, broken, and torn apart. The Quran describes Al-Hutama as a fire that starts from within, burning the hearts of its inhabitants before spreading to consume their entire being. This level is for those who were obsessed with wealth, status, and material gain. Those who cared only about their own success, ignoring the suffering of others. The people here were given many chances to be just, to be kind, but they chose greed over righteousness. Now the very things they chased in life, their wealth, their status, mean nothing. They are left with only suffering, regret, and the unbearable heat of Al-Hutama. Jahim, the fifth level. Jahim means the blazing fire, and it is a place for those who were too arrogant to believe. People who saw the truth but thought they were too powerful, too intelligent, or too superior to submit to Allah's guidance. The Quran describes flames rising high, dragging its inhabitants deeper and deeper. The people here ignored every warning, thinking they were above consequences. But now the fire waits for them, devouring them without mercy. Unlike the lower levels, Jahim is nearly inescapable. The people here will not be forgiven because they knew what was right and still chose arrogance over faith. Every cry for help goes unanswered. Every scream is lost in the roar of the flames. And every moment of their suffering is a reminder of the truth they refuse to accept. Sa'ir, the sixth level. Sa'ir means the kindled flame, and it is one of the worst places in all of existence. A place where both physical and psychological torment take hold, ensuring there is no escape, not even in the mind. This level is reserved for the worst oppressors, those who knowingly spread corruption, injustice, and suffering in the world. Those who didn't just sin for themselves, but led others down the same path. Unlike the previous levels, the punishment here is not just fire. The people of Sa'ir are constantly reminded of the harm they caused, forced to relive their crimes over and over again. The Quran says the flames of Sa'ir never die down. They choke the air, making it impossible to breathe, filling every moment with pain and regret. There is no second chance, no escape, and no forgetting. The people of Sa'ir are forced to face their own evil, forever. Al-Hawiyah, the seventh and deepest level. The worst of them all, the final level of hell, where there is no light, no warmth, no end, only the abyss. Al-Hawiyah means the great pit, and it is reserved for the worst of all sinners, the hypocrites. These are the people who pretended to be believers, but betrayed their faith in secret. They used their position to manipulate, deceive, and mislead others, pretending to be righteous, while working against the truth. The punishment here is not just fire, it is falling forever. The people of Al-Hawiyah are never allowed to stop. They are in constant freefall, sinking deeper and deeper, with no ground, no walls, nothing to hold on to. There is no beginning and no end, only the knowledge that they will never escape, never be forgiven, and never stop falling. So now you know, Jahannam isn't just one level, but 7. Each one serves as a reminder of why our choices matter in this life. But the real question is, what can we do to stay on the right path? Well, that's where Allah's mercy comes in.